Switched ball to Harrison, who controls it. Harrison with a heavy touch, but does well. Now Poole dropped deep to receive the pass, and now he's going to drive forward with it. You get the feeling that it's an obvious tactic from Alty to get James Poole in the game as much as they possibly can. And ball on the right-hand side through the legs, and a great little ball back. This could be an opportunity. Great save, rebound, surely! It's a goal! Altrincham get the breakthrough. Josh Hancock puts it in. Brilliant football, brilliant goal, John. You said we were crying out for a breakthrough, and we've got it, 1-0.
Yeah, absolutely, just what the doctor ordered. There's no doubt about that whatsoever.
Slided in and flicked on by Poole, and it's come to the edge of the area. It's with Poole, yes, stop, and it's a goal! You're absolutely right, Dave. The ball got to James Poole on his shot, volleyed it straight into the top corner. What a great goal! It's Hancock's head, and it's bounced down. It could be anywhere, and it's still Hancock shoots. Yes, it's in! Hancock shoots from a narrow angle. The goalkeeper's to blame. 2-0 Altrincham. 14 minutes gone. Is it clicking yet, Dave?
I think you could say it's clicking, and I think you win your bets, because if you were better first goal from a corner, you've won it, mate.
Can we get a goal? It's John Johnson into the box now. Back to the byline. It's a goal! They've done it! It's James Jones. Great play by John Johnston. He beat his man, got to the byline, pulled it back with his right foot, and there he was, James Jones, about 2 yards out, just tapped it in. Does well. Here's James Poole. He does really well. Into the box now. James Poole. Will he get a shot away? 4-2. That seals it. Great play by James Poole. He got down the right hand side. He pulled it back, and there was Jordan Hume, and he scores his first goal for the football club. 4-2, Dave.
Well, that was it was almost as if the Colville players had sort of given up.
Johnston in the box, and there it is! There's the goal. And it's Josh Hancock who gets it. Well, I said it had to be a good ball in from Johnston, it was. But ref's given it. Harrison goes forward. Alty fans shouting for a shot. Lovely passing forward. They could be through for a second goal. Tom Pearce scores! No offside flag. And Alty have themselves a second goal. Tom Pearce is the one who's put it in. Once again, the Farsley Celtic defenders just like statues. Ambulator with the ball. Running at his man, he's got Hume with him. Jordan Hume is onside. Hume ball is the box. Comes out to Johnston! 3-0 to Altrincham. You will hope that's game, set and match. You never know with the Robins, do you? Another great move. Ball play forward. Alty are going to play on here. Lewis Short wins the ball. Off the pass, a good ball. Now John Johnston, or JJ as they aptly call him here. Oh, nice, great little turn from Hancock in the area, left-footed ball in across. Oh, it's going to be turned in. And Jordan Hume will get his goal. And Altrincham make it 4-0. Bit of a calamitous error.
Johnston takes the right-footed Dartsman corner. It's headed in. It's a corner. Yeah, it's gone in! It's Tom Hannigan who's knocked it in. The corner came in. It was headed on, bounced around a little bit in the 6-yard box, but eventually Tom Hannigan has scored to make it Altrincham 5, Farsley Celtic 0. Cross comes in low, and there must be a goal, and it's a goal! It's number 6, it's Josh Hancock. Cross from the right, and Hancock was lurking towards the far post, and a comfortable finish and some persistence there from the Robins, but once again some poor defending from the Yorkshire side.
It looks like he's going to take it now, and he's floated towards the back post, and it's just been headed right up in the air, and the keeper's not got it. It's a bit of a melon. He's flapping again, and he heads it 2 or 3 times. It's gone down. It's in! Unbelievably, the referee's given it. He's given it a goal. He has given a goal. Jordan Hume has headed it in. The referee has allowed Altrincham to head it out of the goalkeeper's hands, and he's given the goal. Grantham are going absolutely ballistic. Altrincham players have gone back. He has given a goal. If we'd had that against us, John, you'd have been mad. I've not seen much like it. Perhaps technically we'll see on Alty TV. Did he have control of the ball?
Benbolita has got ball in front of him. Knocks it across. Good one. Oh, it's goal! And it goes! It's Tom Hannigan! And it's a cross from, I think it was Benbolita from the right. It goes all the way across. Beat a couple of Altrincham players, beat a defender, beat the goalkeeper. And Cook again in the walls. It was a bit of a robust challenge, but the referees led Altrincham away with that. And Altrincham in the chance here. Here's Hume. There's number 2. Hume's cut inside. Sean Cook's going ballistic, and I think he's got a case, to be fair. A couple of quite heavy challenges by Jake Moulds, but Jordan Hume has cut inside. He got a second bite at the cherry. It's 2-0. It was literally just going into added time when Hume just cut inside, got a second bite of the cherry, and and here's Johnson. It could be worse here for the Dabbers. Johnson, byline, pulls it across. Oh, he's taking it too far. Oh, it's gone in! It's gone in! Must have gone in! It's gone in! Johnston's knocked it in off the underside of the crossbar. That was a strange goal. He's gone all the way along the byline. There was a couple of Nantwich players came to him. He just went on, looked like he'd lost it, and then somehow he's knocked it over the keeper.
The ball is conceded, and now it's Jordan Hume. Hume's got Pears in a lovely position. Tom Pears finds Pears. What a ball! It's Pears! Oh, what a goal! Tom Pears. It was made by Jordan Hume. It was finished by Tom Pears. He's drilled it into the bottom corner. It's Altrincham 4, Nantwich Town 0, and surely that's curtains for the Dabbers now.
Yeah, that is often the cause. Oh, great turn by Hume. Can he? Oh, he's been taken out. It's a goal! He's been taken out, and it's Josh Hancock who's smashed the ball into the net to make it 5-1. But I don't know if the referee was going to give that.
Another corner. Floated in. This one, it's an outswinger. Benbolita gets his head towards it, doesn't get there. It's Harrison again. No, it's not. It Piers. Harrison has a second chance. It's a goal! Second chance, lucky Harrison. Takes it on his right foot, shoots it almost into the centre of the goal, just to the left of the keeper. Keeper was blindsided, and this time it's gone in. Piers makes a mess of it. It lands at Harrison's feet.
Well, it's won back by Tom Hannigan. Great interception. He takes it forward. Now Hancock to Pearce, back to Hancock. Great 1-2. Now it's Richmond. Bit of space here for Richmond. He turns back on himself. Now Densmore. Back to Richmond. Oh, good play. Good play by Densmore and Richmond. Now it's Hancock. Can he get a shot away? Oh, it's a goal! What a finish. Great play. Fantastic build-up play. It was Richmond and Densmore who released Hancock on the edge of the area. Back to goal. It was a very tame and weak shot. Won by Jordan Hume, who's back there. Now it's James Poole who can bring the ball away on the counter-attack. Here's Poole. Oh, great play. He sets free Tom Pears on the counter-attack. He's through and goal here. He's got Johnson in support. Now it's Johnson. Oh, it's a goal. 3-0. Fantastic play by Altrincham. Classic counter-attacking play It was James Poole. It was a header originally by Jordan Hume, actually. It fell to James Poole. He kept hold of the ball really well. Now Maltz. Sheridan. Poole. Oh, great shimmy by Poole. Turns really well. It's a shot by him. It's deflected. And it's going to be James Poole. It's going to be Hume, sorry. It's going to be Jordan Hume, and it's 4-0. It's going to be 4-0. And it was a great play by James Poole to just turn past his man. And it's a shot by Poole. It skidded off the surface, and the keeper couldn't keep hold of it. And Hume just dinks over the top of the keeper, and it's 4-0.
Yeah, it's great to be eulogising about James Poole again. I hope his mum's listening.
Benvolita crosses into Hale's own territory. There might have been a chance for McAtee to get a tackle in there actually, but he didn't take it. And Benvolita gives it back to Richmond. Richmond inside right position, plays it into Hume. Lovely ball by Hume. Shot and a goal by Josh Hancock. And Altrincham have scored within 30 seconds of the start of the second half. And what a brilliant goal it was as Richmond broke down the right side, played it into Hume. A lovely backheel pass by Hume. And with his battle with Josh Hancock for goal scoring going on, he's only gone and lead on a goal for Josh Hancock. Down the right hand side, Johnson pushes it one side of Kelly, goes the other. Great play by Johnston, cross comes in. Hume challenges Charlton, that's an awful tackle by Kelly, that's a penalty. Kelly flattened Hume. The referee was trying to give the advantage, but then he thought, how can I give the advantage for a penalty? The first penalty we've had for a couple of months. Johnston steps up, right-footed, sends the keeper the wrong way. 2-0 to Altrincham, and within 8 minutes of the start of the second half, this game has been blown wide open, John, and it's 2-0 to Altrincham.
Yeah, I like that. When Jake Moult was a penalty taker, his technique was simply to run up and blast it, try and take the net off its hinges if he possibly could. Yeah, absolutely, the second half. I mean, the scoreline's not quite as emphatic as some we've seen recently at home, but the football, certainly in the second half, has had that same flow to it that we've become accustomed to of late, and it's so good to watch. It really is good stuff, and we're just in complete control.
Josh Hancock finds James Poole. Poole, lovely play, comes out to Hancock to Poole. Poole's got a chance here. Can he score? He can! That is another fine goal, quite similar to the move before that John Densmore couldn't quite finish off. But James Poole, he is like a magician.
He certainly is, Brian. I'll certainly subscribe to that view. I've said it often enough. He absolutely is, and that was just, you just marvel at the football. You really do. I mean, after what we've been through the previous 2 seasons, I think we would have given anything for it to see a few victories, to see a few points on the board.
Appeal to Moult getting the cross in, but it's headed clear again. Densmore central position, controls it, plays the ball into Poole. Poole changes, great shot, and a great goal there by James Poole. Absolutely fantastic finish there. The ball broke to Sean Densmore. He played the ball into James Poole. Bit of room on the edge of the 18-yard area. He managed to turn and hit it right-footed into the top left-hand corner. Now then, Johnson, can he get to the byline? He can, gets a good cross in, and it's in! Great goal there from Jordan Hume. It was played ball for Johnson. It looked as though he was struggling to keep the ball in play, but he managed to get a cross in to the near post, and it was Jordan Hume there who was unmarked at the front post, able to head it in to give Altrincham that second goal. Wood got a foot in, but Richmond picks up the loose ball now. Then Altrincham on the attack again. It's flicked forward by Pears. Could be a goal. It's a shot, comes in. It's 3-0. It's Simon Richmond who got on the end of it. A good build up there from the halfway line. It was played forward. So I think it was Richmond had started the move. It was played forward into Pears. Pears got Richmond in, and he was in from about 12 yards out. 2 or 3 players checking the runs and going back. The referee blows his whistle, and it's straight in on. Could it be in? It could still be in. It is a goal. It was eventually forced over the line. I'm not sure whether that was Richmond again, or I think it might have been an own goal, because there's no Altrincham player who is obviously celebrating or claiming it. But it was a free kick by Johnson. It was hit into the near post, and Powell, I think, was taken rather by surprise.
Johnston have brought everybody back. Johnston curls it in, Benbolita heads it back, and it's in by Josh Hancock. And that was a good free kick by Johnston. Benbolita rose well on the far post, headed it back across, and Hancock was in there to nod the ball, simple as you like, into the back of the Buxton net, and it's Altrincham 1, Buxton 1.
And it's a little bit like deja vu, really, because that was exactly what he's like at Matlock. But Hume is put forward, nodded forward, and he over to scoring. It's a goal for Altrincham. Just as we were saying, they were going to take control. The ball was not forward. This time it wasn't offside. This time he timed his run to perfection and drilled the ball low and just into the bottom corner of the net. So it's 1-0 to Altrincham.
We believe, well, we're pretty sure, considering Harrison, he's probably an injury. Harrop probably more tactical. Ball into the box is a good one. Opportunity, goal! No offside trap. Alty have a second goal. I think it's Josh Hancock that made it. Hancock with the ball in the box. I think it's that John Hume that flicked it in. It was a lovely finish. A lovely finish with the heel of his foot. One of those. Just tapped in the heel of his foot. He was just behind him and he just dinked his foot around and heeled it in.
As Poole prepares to take the corner, he takes it short and gets it back from Miller. So Poole cutting inside into the penalty area. Cross comes in, and a free header as easy as you like for Simon Richmond. I think he might, I'm not entirely sure. As the cross came in, it was a free, it may be Hancock actually. I think it was Josh Hancock with a free header virtually on the goal line, but he wasn't offside. And that's 3-0 to Altrincham. Good short corner move and game over, Dave.
Very much so. Alty get on and attack it. James Poole edge of the area. He's going to shoot. Oh, it's tipped out. There's a rebound. It's turned in. No offside given. Jordan Hume has put Altrincham in front. He meets the offside trap. James Poole had the shot. To himself when he aimed to play it to Jordan Hume. The ball is over the top, he's looking for Hume. Will this stop in the grass? It will. And Jordan Hume gets the end of it. Cuts inside, Jordan Hume cuts across. Oh, Alty get a goal! Yes, they do! It just about goes over the line for James Poole. That was brilliant from Jordan Hume. Past two players, squared it across, and James Poole did the rest. Oh, now Johnston. He's got two written men on him, but Hampson for support. Here is Hampson. If it stops the grass, that's great. Ball in the box, nodded out, and it'll come out to White. Andy White, left-footed. White is the afraid to shoot. Oh, it's all the way in! Andy White has scored for Altrincham. Oh, it went all the way through. Tried the left foot shot. It went through, and Alty played.
Referee allowing number 11 to get his boot back on. There's the cross. Oh, and it's the best corner we've had for a while. And there's Pears winning the ball, and Dens. Go on, Dens. Oh, yes! Yes! It's gone in! Wow! Last kick of the game, John. Last kick of the game, that'll be. And it is that scruffy, horrible goal across the line. That well played by Altrincham, keeping going to the end. Ball down to Dens. Cut it back across the face of the goal, and who was it that hit it? I'm not sure. I think it was who hit the ball. Was it Poole? We think it's Poole, but it then hit somebody else, and then it was dribbling across the line. Thought it might get stuck in the mud.
They're going to become very tired as we go into the second half. Alty getting a lot of space early on here. Here's Harrop going forward in space, tries the shot. Oh, what a goal that is from Max Harrop. It's an absolute screamer. He's run himself, had a pop, the keeper's not moved, it's gone in slow motion. It's dropped into the back of the net, and we have a goal. Inside, Hancock's going to keep this in. Again, Hampson for support. Here comes the cross. It's a good one. Oh, and in comes Poole! 2-0 to Altrincham. James Poole with a header. Brilliant combination down the left-hand side from Josh Hancock and Connor Hampson. The latter putting the cross. James Poole did the rest. Late run into the box. Great header into the back of the net. And Altrincham have a 2-goal lead.
Ball back to the full-back. It's not James Poole. The ball played out. And Altrincham. Oh, good play by Jordan. Hume comes inside. Oh! go! It's Jordan Hume, it's 3-0 for Altrincham. Brilliant finish. He hits it hard, he hits it low, it's into the back of the net. Altrincham 3, Ashton United 0. What a finish, Luke.
Only two Altrincham players at the moment. As soon as Stourbridge get the foot on the ball, they're bearing down on them, and they're bearing down on that left-hand side. There's a cross come over that's been goal. It's a goal. I was expecting the ball going out totally over the head, but it must be an own goal that's come off. Hampson goal, was it? Sorry. Oh, off the post. I thought the ball was actually going wide. But Altrincham bearing down once again with Hancock inside the penalty area. This cross come over, opportunity for Johnson to pull. 2-0 this time. Came from Hancock. Stourbridge all at 6s and 7s. Johnson had time to look up, saw that Poole was unmarked, and coolly and calmly in the 18-yard box, left-footed, stroked it past Matt Gould. 2-0 to the good, and all this pressure is now beginning to show.
Really struggling at the moment to live with this Altrincham performance, which has been extremely good. But there's been a lot of internal dissension in the Stourbridge team, which isn't good to see. And it's Altrincham breaking forward again down the right-hand side with Hume. Hume gets across in and runs right across the goal. And on the far post, it's James Poole again, who knocks it in for 3-0 to Altrincham. 25 minutes gone, and Altrincham absolutely running away with this one. As Harrop swings the ball out to Johnston down the right-hand side. Johnston keeps it in play, runs at Christophorou. Christophorou looking a little worried. Johnston plays that one to Poole. Poole to White on the right-hand side. White to Hume down the right wing. Hume inside right position. Plays it, good ball inside. Johnston, chance of a shot. 4-0. 4-0 as Johnston was given ages, as long as he could possibly have wanted, on the edge of the penalty area to slot that ball in.
Alty will go short with it, and they do. Harrop with a good ball, that should make it through, and a good turn. Now an opportunity for a shot, and a goal! Great finish. Really, really good finish there from is that Tom Pearce.
They had absolutely nobody up there. So at the moment it's Altrincham on the attack though, with Hume coming down the right hand side. I'll just do a bit of commentary. Hume trying to turn, lays it back to Johnston. Johnston under pressure, trying to get to the byline, crosses it in. Header from Piers is in, surely. Yes, goal! 2-2. Tom Piers has got to. Alex Sarwar has done the trick. He passed over to me to commentate. We scored, and Tom Piers has now got 2.
It's not the best corner, it's forward to Heathcote. Johnson, 2-1. We've got a goal back, we've got 4 minutes now to get a second goal. It's quite a poor corner towards the near post, but Alty made the most of it. Really smart play by Sam Heathcote to just flick it back towards Johnson, and he finishes coolly.
Which John Johnston is going to take. Everybody back for Micklova. Johnston plays it in. Heads go up for it. It's loose again. Header comes in from Moult. It's in. Jake Moult has scored. Jake Moult plays a captain's innings for Altrincham with a oh, there's a real argy-bargy in the penalty area.
Johnson. Johnson first time pass, he's got Piers in behind the defence, he's doing well now. Swots the ball into the net. It was a great build up there. John Piers gives Altrincham the lead. And a well worked ball there. Hancock tries to pick the ball up, eventually gets the ball out for Richmond. Richmond in a central position, running towards the defence, gets a shot in, great effort! And there we go, Richmond has put the ball in the net, left-footed, is in position in the middle of the Shaw Lane defence, but you've got to say it was an absolutely class finish. Moult playing the ball into Piers. Moult on the overlap. Gets a cross in all the way across, and it's 3-1! Great move there from Altrincham. It was Moult that took the free kick, played it forward to Piers, went on an overlap. Free kick, and again it's quickly taken. Now then, White gets a crossing. Could it be 4? It is 4. And that was just desserts there. This time it is the tireless Jordan Hume who got on the end of it, and Altrincham beginning to run riot now.
Johnson with a right-footed in-swinging corner. Oh, it's to the back post, the chance! Oh, it's in! It's in! 5-1! Oh, it was a header at the back post from James Jones. He headed it back across. I may have to once again ask John to tell me who's got the final touch.
D. White to take. Hancock. Now it's Max Harrop over towards Densmore on the near side, up towards Jordan Hume inside the box, back to goal. Can he turn and get a shot away? Densmore! Yes! 1-0! Sean Densmore, and what a great goal it was. Really good play by Sean Densmore. Max Harrop sprayed the ball out wide towards the right hand side. He played it into the feet of Jordan Hume. Jordan Hume turned really well, played it back towards Sean Densmore, who had surged inside the box, and there's a calm right forward finish. Really good play by the right back. Harrop back to White. Now Tom Hannigan across to James Jones. James Jones will take it forward. Now Jake Moult out wide. Once again, plenty of space here for Sean Densmore. He takes the ball forward. He's got Johnston in support. Surges inside the box. Now it's Hancock. 2-0. 2-0. Josh Hancock. And once again, it's all down to Sean Densmore. What a game he's having. Once again, there's plenty of space on the right-hand side. He surged into it, played it inside towards Josh Hancock, who had acres of space, and there's a right 40 finish into the far corner. Great goal.
Attempted nod on has been intercepted, and Alty have it right hand side. Johnson again starting right hand side because it worked so well for them when he moved there in the first half. And he's running now. He's running and he ain't stopping. In the box, Johnston. Is he going to shoot? He is. He's going to score. John Johnson has done it all on his own. He hit the bar at the end of the first half. He's not in the bar this time. He's put it in the bottom corner of the net. He's done it all himself. He's run the length of the pitch, all into the ball half, all the way on his own. Wasn't stopped once. Put it in the back of the net. A brilliant solo goal from John Johnston.
Too much energy is the way to go, but here comes the corner.
That's another opportunity because Johnston is trying to run past this man. He tries to shot, his blocked. Hume gets his goal! Is there offside? There isn't offside. Sean Hume does get his goal. I was just saying, John was describing earlier, he knew that he was going to get a shot away that was saved. You could just tell Sean Hume kind of just in his wheelhouse.
But it's into Jake Moult, and a little bit of frustration from the Grantham fans ahead of us. Now, ball played forward. Jordan Hume, can he get his shot away? Comes inside his man, Jordan Hume, toe poke, blocked by the boot of the goalkeeper. Great chance that for Altrincham. It's still Altrincham on the attack with Bailey Jones down the right-hand side. He's got Richmond going outside, and Richmond cuts inside his man. Good run from Richmond. Right-footed ball into the danger area, another save. Left-footed shot, and a goal! Goal, goal, goal! Chris Merry with a goal! Altrincham take the lead in the early stages here of the second half. They threatened several occasions, and in the end it was a burst down the right-hand side from Simon Richmond. It came to Chris Merry, and a left-footed shot into the back of the net. And Altrincham are at the moment on their way.
www.kidsdiscoparties.co.uk, and of course thanks to Ashley Mowers, whose website is ashleymowers.com, for their support throughout the season, as Altrincham go 2-on-1 here with a chance to seal it. It's Johnson, he's got 1-on-1, finish it surely, and he does! And that's 2-0! And as I was reading the sponsorship, John Johnson has scored the second goal after a really nice flick, and the 11 players across the athletics track, the fans are out in the stands, the referee is going over to try and curtail the celebration, but John, who can blame them?
No, who can blame them indeed, and that says everything about the affinity between supporters and players this season, that John Johnson made a beeline for the Altrincham fans who are over on the far side.
Finds Johnson, has got a bit of space here. Johnson, as the sun reappears, Johnson plays it out to Bailey Jones, right hand side, tries to get past Strickland, comes back though, Bailey Jones has to look, thinks about using Johnson, he does use Johnson. Johnson with Bailey Jones wanting the second, but Johnson goes well. He gets a cross in, and Hume! First time volley on the right foot. Johnson's cross, Hume on the right foot. Altrincham 1-0. First goalmouth action. Altrincham 1-0 to the good, and a clinical finish. And it's the combination of, for the umpteenth time this season, of Johnson, Hume, and perfect goal, perfect start, John. Immediately it's gone out for a throw-in. It's been taken by Richmond to Hume, and Altrincham got the first corner on the afternoon on the far side. Hence would have kept two players back, but Johnson right-footed, square ball to Harrop in acres of space. Harrop thinks about having a shot. He's on the edge of the penalty area, comes off the sandy surface. It's half block, it's in the goal. Tom Hannigan on the edge of the 6-yard box. Vega got a block in, somehow scuffed it away with his knees, his legs, whatever, and Tom Hannigan just couldn't believe it. It was more like Jordan Hume perhaps should have been scored the goal, but who cares? Altrincham 1 up, 3 minutes on the clock, and well, I think Tom Hannigan must think, I can be a centre forward on that performance. John.
Well, that renowned snapper up of half chances in and around the 6-yard area, Tom Hannigan strikes again. I mean, it wasn't great by the keeper. I mean, Max Harrop, normally when he puts his left foot to the ball, it absolutely flies through the air.
But it's going to be Johnson to Malt, or one to the other. Johnson, Malt, yeah! Sage of Coventry City, Willie Carr, Ernie Hunt, not quite the flick up, but Johnson flicked the ball up to Jake Malt, took it on the volley, and where Hensford failed to put any players on the line, he found that angle in the far corner. 2 goals to the good, and wonderful, and perhaps that should be in the goal of the season selection, John.
Yeah, it could easily be. I'll tell you something, Tom Thorley, the skipper, was guarding that post, and he just got a hand around his shoulder from one of his teammates, probably saying, I don't blame you one bit for ducking out of the way, because that would have taken his head off. He actually would. He could have stopped that. He could well have stopped that.
Yeah, rather like Damien Reeves a few weeks ago, James Lorry is the rather fortunate recipient of the Man of the Match award for the visitors. More based on his previous history than on his performance today, I think it's fair to say, as Deasy bowls the ball out for Malt, breaking down the left-hand side. Malt turns in field, inside left position, forward, good ball to Hancock. Hancock in, Hancock shoots, and Hancock scores! And Altrincham have started the second 100 a little bit late as we adjust into injury time, but that's 101. Josh Hancock's 21st goal of the season. Altrincham 3, Hednesford 0. A fitting finish to a wonderful season, because it was a very, very good goal, John.
Yes, it was. It was an absolutely pinpoint pass from Drake Malt from near the halfway line. What barely 2 minutes since he was announced quite rightly as man of the match. Brilliant pass from Malt. I mean, we know all about his defensive capabilities as a midfield anchor man.
Oh!